The I-26 project through Calhoun and Lexington counties began 3 years ago, and now the State Department of Transportation is fining the construction companies $10,000 a day. News 19's Mary Sturgill is in Gaston, where the community will be getting an update on the project. Why the fines, Mary?
Yeah. That's right, Darcy. That $10,000 a day fine that the construction company is now paying so far has added up to $2.6 million and will, of course, continue until this project is complete. It is over a year overdue. And I want to give you just a quick background of the project. Two construction companies in partnership, Boggs and Anderson, bid on that project back in 2013. In 2014, Boggs was indicted in North Carolina, and one of the brothers actually went to jail for those crimes. They were allowed to continue to finish projects that they already had in progress, but they are not allowed to bid on any more projects in South Carolina. As of June, Anderson kind of kicked Boggs off of that project, kind of blaming them for all of the delays. Now, tonight's meeting was called by Senator Nikki Setzler. I'm going to bring him in right now. Senator Setzler, what do you hope to get out of this meeting tonight?
Well, Mary, we have the Department of Transportation will be here to explain to the citizens of Sandy Run who live with this problem every day, as well as the motoring public of South Carolina, why this project is 13 months behind the original schedule, 10 months behind the extended schedule, why the astronomically poor condition of the paving that's gone on there, why we still continue to have problems as late as last Friday when there was an 8-inch drop in levels of asphalt where trucks and cars was being damaged. What action the Department of Transportation has taken? What further action are they going to take? And when is this project going to be completed? And what are they going to do about the traffic being diverted to Highway 176 that again impacts these people every day?
So can anything that they say tonight, because as I was driving by, I know the other day when I spoke with you, you were talking about how late they were working. As I was driving today, I didn't see much work being done. Is there anything that they can say to you that will fix this situation?
Well, it's not to me. It's to the public of South Carolina, and it's about transparency and being honest with the public, and I think they owe the public an apology. I think they need to tell us what's going on, and I think they need to learn something from their mistakes in this process, and that's the reason I got the proviso passed in the last appropriation bill to do a national study of the operation of DOT, how it's organized, the efficiency, and how it can be better run.
All right, Senator, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Again,
it.
that meeting is at 7 o'clock here at Beulah United Methodist Church here in Sandy Run. We will bring you more information as the meeting continues this evening. I'll be tweeting that out. But for now, we're live in Sandy Run. Mary Sturgill, News 19, WLTX.
The I-26 project through Calhoun and Lexington counties began 3 years ago. It's way behind schedule, and now the State Transportation Department is fining the construction company $10,000 a day. Mary Sturgill is in Gaston tonight, where the community will be getting an update on how things are going. Mary, good evening.
Good evening, JR. That meeting just started moments ago. Let me give you a little bit of history of this road construction project. The bid was won back in 2013, so it's been going on for 3 years now. It is a year over its deadline date. It was supposed to be finished almost exactly a year ago. It originally won by two contractors, both out of state. One of the contractors, Boggs Paving, was indicted in North Carolina for some federal issues there, and one of the brothers went to jail. Now, that time, they were not allowed to rebid anything in South Carolina, but they were allowed to supposedly finish contracts that they had gotten here already. Early in June, Anderson, the other contractor, fired Boggs from this particular project. And of course, tonight the meeting is to find out exactly what's taking so long, why this is happening, and why the citizens here in Sandy Run are having to drive around and be stuck in traffic every single day just to get to their homes. Earlier tonight, I spoke with Senator Nikki Setzler, and here's what he had to say about it.
Well, it's not to me. It's to the public of South Carolina, and it's about transparency and being honest with the public, and I think they owe the public an apology. I think they need to tell us what's going on, and I think they need to learn something from their mistakes in this process, and that's the reason I got the proviso passed in the last appropriations bill to do a national study of the operation of DOT, how it's organized, the efficiency, and how it can be better run.
And of course, those are the answers that they're looking for tonight. As I said, Nikki Setzler just started that meeting. We will, of course, have more for you on this tonight on News 19 at 11. But for now, we're live in Sandy Run. Mary Sturgill, News 19 WLTX.
All right, Mary, thank you so much.
You're watching News 19 at 11.
And good evening now. Thanks for being with us. I'm J.R. Berry.
And I'm Andrea Mock. A contractor indicted in another state, a local project a year behind schedule, and $2.6 million in fines to the contractor so far. That's what's going on with the 126 project through Calhoun and Lexington counties.
News 19's Mary Sturgill went to a meeting tonight where residents wanted answers.
The buck stops with me, and this is my responsibility to make sure this project gets done the way that we all expect it to be.
That's what Transportation Secretary Christy Hall told the almost 100 people who filled Beulah United Methodist Church for a meeting on the Interstate 26 project. That's a year behind schedule. Senator Nikki Setzler is part of the delegation that called that meeting. Is there anything that they can say to you that will fix this situation?
Well, it's not to me. It's to the public of South Carolina, and it's about transparency and being honest with the public, and I think they owe the public an apology.
Anderson Boggs won the contract back in 2013. Boggs was indicted in 2014, and one of the owners went to jail. Deputy Secretary of Engineering Leland Colvin told the crowd that's the main reason the project is a black eye on DOT.
Again, that's not an excuse. It's just a fact that I do believe that's one of the reasons that they kind of got sideways and went off the rails.
With a $10,000 a day fine to the contractor, Transportation Commissioner John Hardy says it never should have gotten this far.
I hope I never see anything like this again, because it should not be allowed to happen.
Transportation leaders say part of the problem was substandard work by Boggs that's having to be repaved.
Because after it's been built, it's obviously more damaging to the tires and everything.
Anderson released Boggs from the contract back in June, but for some, that was way too late.
The Anderson should have acted before they did. I think from now on, if there's a joint partnership, then we'll be looking to see that both parties are performing as they should.
Some residents like Rob Combs says it goes much further than that.
Whoever's in charge of the quality control, they should be fired. This is totally unacceptable. It's dangerous out on the road. There's holes and there's bumps.
Mary Sturgill, News 19 WLTX.
Well, the good news, if there's any here, the project is not over budget. The repaving that's required is a cost that's being eaten by the contractor. The new deadline now is the end of next month.